Okay, so I can't actually um, adjust the resolution on here properly. We've got this extra spot over here on the side. Steam, go away. So you can just look. Oh, can I move it over and make? Ooh, that's interesting. A stare into your soul. Let's pull this down a bit. Come on, not too big. Yeah, yeah. Fixed games are random. Okay, so it's either too small or too big. It appears to be going in bits of things. Just step. You know what? That's fine. We're gonna play Minesweeper. This will also give me a chance to talk about anything that comes up. Why? I don't know. You don't understand Minesweeper? Oh, there's a thing. Yep. There we go. So Minesweeper is a pretty simple game. What you have is a bunch of these numbers here, and each of these numbers represents how many mines are in the area. They can be touching, also on the corners. So there is one mine somewhere in this area for this, and you need to use these as clues to try and clear the board. Now, it can also make it so you have to guess because it's not perfect. But yeah. So let's just start this. There's one here, one there. Pick out the easy ones. Like there's only one spot that's connected to this, so there's only one there. And this one has two connected to it. That one's already got two there, so we can open this up. And we could just do that. That one's got two already. That one's got three. That's got five next to it. The horror! The horror game is going! These already have two next to them. Can we just clear all of them? Yep, like that. There we go. And ta-da! Ta-da! Oh, got another area open. It's not like this is a particularly hard game. It is a puzzle game, though. So, somebody needs to give me a topic to talk about. Otherwise, I'm gonna talk about the nice features of Minesweeper. Speaking of, it says there's three mines next to this one, and there's one there. And there has to be one in one of these two, so this one's fine. What's one there? Kept a guess there. Nope, nope. I'm not sure what the question marks are for. Never have been. Now we're already getting into the guessing area. Nope. Nope. Stop that. Hmm. Hmm. Got that. Three there. What subject? Any subject. Anything at all. Should be fine. Grabs popcorn. Ah. Actually not seeing anything here. I'm already having to start guessing. See, so there's three in here, two in there, two in there. There's two there. One, two. So there has to be one here because there could be one in either of those, and then you could be there. What do I think of Game Maker Studio? Game Maker Studio. I'm gonna Google that really quick and see if that's what I believe it is. Game Maker Studio. Yo-Yo Games? Yeah. I have had some experience with Game Maker before. It's one of the first things that I tried to do when I started getting into games. And I don't know if it's improved at all, but when I tried it, it was very slow. I actually got to the point where I was starting to use the Game Maker language, but that didn't help a whole lot. Uh, After that, I went over to a program called Construct, which is called Construct Classic now. and it was like night and day. Game Maker, bleh. Well, you could technically make games with it. It made games at the speed of crud. That said, I did end up making a Tetris game in it, so it turned out okay. What do I think of the bread simulator that Basa Studio is making? That had better be a simulation of making bread. Otherwise, it's going to be a simulation of. It'd be Rock Simulator, only with a bread shaped rock. Yes. You control a piece of bread. Yeah, no. Ooh, get up with that. That, no, no. I'm still having to guess here. There's the Rock Simulator on stream. I've seen the Rock Simulator. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. Oop. Oop. Yes. Yep, okay. Now we can go somewhere with this. Now, you're safe, you're also safe. That one's fine. That one's not, that one's not. Those two are good. 2, 3. 3. Yeah, thank you. Ooh, 2. We've got 2 there. 3, 5. The 5 on the top left, you can do something with that too. Sometimes it's just sitting here waiting and looking at different areas, trying to figure out what they are, and trying to see if you can do anything with them. Pasta Pastiasti is in strips. Nature is in strips. I missed that now. Never mind. If you could make a simulator, what would it be about? Also, what are some simulator games you would recommend? The only simulator game that I would make would be something of a training program. Like, there's good plane simulators. Not like playing fighting games, but simulators with all the buttons and all the knobs and things like that. And it would be really nice to have like a big controller that looked like a plane. You know what you have? I like you go into plane training areas and they've got this big box and they've got all the things inside. That's the kind of thing that I would make. I don't have a reason to make that, but that's what I would want to make. Okay, time to guess. One, one. Okay, we're good. Open that up. 2, 3, 2. Garbage Truck Simulator. I've seen some really bad simulator games. Those seem to be a particular penchant of the Germans. A lot of German simulator games that come out, and you're just, what the heck is this? Why would you even do that? You just have to wonder at what they were smoking, because it's just so bad. It's so bad that you can't do anything with it. Oop, that's not right. Which means that one has to be right. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. 4. Nope. Germans simulate everything. Euro Truck Simulator is one of the better simulators, and still boring as crud. Ah, oh my. Whoops. That's what happens when you lose. You make a mistake and everything goes again. Restart this game. No, wait. I don't want to restart this game. Quit and start a new game. This one should be easier. Maybe. I don't play Minesweeper very often, so There's that. Uh, I'm already having the guess. We got to be able to figure this out. There's one in these two. There's only one in here. I can guess at random here. There we go. Whoops. Open up all those. That there. Gaming simulator. Simulator. There is such a thing. You know what happens in simulator? There's a room. And in that room, there is a computer. And on that computer, there is a camera. And that camera is mounted to your forehead. So when you look at the camera, you get that reflecting thing that happens when you do something like this. And that's the entire room. uh, yes. Now, there is no avoiding guessing in Minesweeper. You can do your best, but I've gotten down to the point where I've had one over in the corner, and it was a guess between the two because both of the things over there said that it could be either one. Nope. Just nope. How do you understand Minesweeper? Yeah, like this. There's two attached to this, which means there's one over here and one there, and there's one attached to that. How do you know there? You don't. There's no way of knowing. You can know that one, though. 4. One in there. 2. It's one in there, one in there. That one's fine. We can get more data out of there. Oh, open up. Open up all the things. You have 3 spaces on the left to open up. I'm aware. Part of it is just working forward. Minesweeper isn't exactly a hard game. It's just time intensive, and you need to use logic, and you need to be able to figure out what everything does. But it doesn't let you do that every time. It's maddening. There's one in here, and then one over here, and 2 over there. Oh, I might be able to figure this out given enough time, but I'm not interested in that at the moment. There are easier ones. Maybe if I get down here, then I can unlock that. 3. There we go. The only way this works is if it's like that. There we go. 3. It's a trivial game. Yes, it is. Did you play War Thunder, maybe? I've not heard of that game. I generally don't go looking for games that are war. Kill everybody in sight. They're not really fun to me. If I want to go look for war, I want something like a grand strategy game. Like StarCraft. That was fun. But it wasn't so much fun because of the killing each other aspect. It was for the strategy part. I really liked sending units around to murder other people's bases because I had all the power and they had none. You shoot somebody in the face and it's not the same. I want their power. I don't want them dead. So is there any other program like GameMaker that you'd recommend? If you just want to deal with games in terms of logic and not programming, is that what you're after? It depends on what you're after. Games like GameMaker. Construct is still available. There's Construct 2 as well. The Construct Classic is free. It only makes exe files, but it is about as fast as the Unity engine, only in 2D. Um, yeah. Go get Construct Classic if you want to make games without programming. You'll still need the logic. You'll still need everything that comes with making games, but you won't need to program. RPG Maker is a terrible engine, but there's some fun games in it. RPG Maker is actually really well set up for what it wants to do. It could be better. There's no questions about that. The thing is that it could be a lot worse, and as far as what it does, it's fine. I've used it before. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody who did not want to make an RPG, though. You want to make anything else? No. And it has to be like a side-scrolling RPG or whatever the kind of RPG that they make is. There's one in there. That's fine. Ooh. That's fun. Nope. We can open that up. That's always a bit fun. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 5, 3. That's open now. That's open, and that's open. There's 3 there. You open there. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's done over there. Their Ruby engine is so badly optimized. Yes, it is. However, if you know how to do Ruby, then you can take apart the engine and you can make it better. And I know some people have. Again, for what it does, it's not bad. It's not particularly good, but it's not bad. Yep, that's a problem. Or is it? 1, 2, 3. Nope, I was just a derp. 2. So there's 1 here, which means there has to be 1 there. There's got to be 1 in there, and 1 in there. So it's either here or there. What's my best score so far? I'm down to 14. I think this is my second game. My best score isn't very much higher than this. 2, 3. 2, 2, 2. I can't believe I'm actually playing Minesweeper on this stream. That's... Okay, let's try and use some logic here. There is 3 attached to this one, and you've got 4. So there has to be 1 here or there. And it's also the same. So these 2 are empty, and there's 1 attached to that. Yep, that one's got to have 3, so it's there. And then you've got 3, so you're fine. You also got 3. It's always a bit fiddly. 3, 3. Okay, that's better. Now what? There's 2. So there's 1 in there and 1 in there, but not there. There's 3 there. The time I took? I don't know. I never played this game for time. Just take the bottom right corner. Live dangerously. So there's either 1 there or there. Which means we could have 1 there or there, and then there's got to be 1 over there. Oh my gosh. There's no way to get this. There or there. Well, I know there's 1 here. 1 in there. Your brain is at the point where it gets bored with anything. You need something challenging but has a medium work result gap. I suggest something creative for that. I really do. Wait a minute. Okay, what's the possibilities here? This one has to have 2. Here or there. There. Excuse me. The highest probability here is that there's 2 right here. I'm gonna push that. There's 1. Go for it. Sometimes it just works like that. Nope. And there's 2, and then 2, and then 2. Yes, what the Okay, there's none there. 1. There. Sometimes it just comes down to pure chance. Ah. 1 in there. Both of those tell me that. Not helping here. Not helping. How many are left? 6. Wait. Is that actually there? No, it's not. Those 2 were logically definitive. Oh? That's true. There was no other way that those 2 could be anything but that. Now, the bottom corner down here, on the other hand, there's 7, and there's 24 squares left. So I can't just guess at this randomly. So let's say there's 1 here. What's the minimum possibility that there could be on the outside? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this edge, there's 4. And then there's 3 here. Huh. What could you do that's creative? Well, that depends on what you want to do. I know that sounds like a cop-out answer, but if you don't know what you could do that's creative, then you need to try a lot of things. I suggest picking up something that's either on your desk or in your bathroom or something and try and make something different out of it. That might give you an idea of what you want to do, and it might not. Here. Get rid of that. Nobody saw that. Would you believe I make knives? Metalworking. Do you actually make them, or do you help with the machines that make them? I'm gonna push this one. And if it explodes... Oh, it didn't explode. Okay, we can actually get somewhere now. So 3 there and 4 there, which means there's gotta be 1 over there. There we go. 2 there, and then 3 attached to this. I got the same problem! Wait a minute. 3. There's 1 over here. One of these 2. And then for that to work, there has to be 1 there. There's 2 left. There's 1 over here, and there's 1 over there. Wait a minute. 1 there. 1 there. Ooh. No, that's not right. One of these isn't marked right. Doesn't matter. There's none down here. There's 1 over here. 2. It's gotta be 2 right there. Does that work? 1, 2, 3. What? Yeah, that works. Open them all up. It's a fairly simple process to make knives, and you can only have so many before it gets into an obsession. You've got all those knives. Why don't you make something out of them? Go grab a piece of wood and start whittling, or... I've seen somebody carve glass recently. Make special knives just for that. Okay, let's try again. Minesweeper is legitimately in the list of games on Twitch. Yes, indeed. Oh, I want to show you something before I do this. Options. We're going to play a custom game. It's going to be 16 by 30 like this. Hang on. 16 by 30. Let me get a calculator. Calculator. So we can put this on the screen. So 16 times 30 is 480. I'm going to put up the mines to... The number is 480. I'm going to put it up to 460. Now. You're out of range. Well, 442 then. Quit and start a new game. Now. The first one you hit is always a thing. Granted, there's not going to be any way I can win this, but there's always going to be an empty spot in the first one you click on. Play again. Yeah. Let's go back to... Whoops. Options. I don't care about how many times I've lost or won. Let's go back to that. It's kind of silly, but I understand why they have to do that. I haven't personally carved glass. I'm not sure what the technique is on that. I would guess you take a knife to it and maybe a special knife and you just whittle it down. They had a bunch of glass sheets and, oops, they put them all together. And then they made sculptures with layers of glass. It was really interesting. Not always. You have failed the first click before. Whenever you play a new game, and not the same game as you did before, the first click is always safe. If you play the same game as you did before, then it's not safe, and you may as well start off from where you left off before. Oops. Don't do that. 1, 2, 1. Go for the easy ones first. In fact, there's only one way to do that. One, either in there, that one's fine. Microsoft versions always move the mine to the top left. Do they? So what happens if you start on the top left? Does it try to move it from there? So I could probably just mark that and it would be clear. You should play the Minesweeper Dungeons mod in Minecraft. Oh? Give me a link to that, Gloop. I would like to have more interaction with this, because I am already getting bored of this, I gotta say. This is the first and last time I will ever play Minesweeper on the stream. Ah. Oops. And we're done there. Percentage 1, 16%. I did many games with this. Not on this computer, anyway. Pick up that. Whoop. Let's not get that on the stream. Gloop is going to give me a mod, and we're going to play the mod. I present to you another game that was remade in my... It looks exactly the same. Are you kidding me? Well, at least with this I can... do dungeons? That's 1.7.2. I don't want to play 1.7.2. I'd play 1.6.4 or 1.7.10, but no. You know what? Let's go play Terraformacraft. Play all the games today. Right. One moment.